Hello the internet, and welcome to another fast school holiday workshop with the CNRL Library Innovation Studio and Library Children's Services. Today we're going to show you how to make this amazing Howlaround video effect. For this workshop you will need a camera and a monitor and some way of connecting the two. Now you could use a smartphone like I'm recording into now and use some kind of screencasting technology to cast to your television, or today I'm using a laptop with a webcam attached by an HDMI cable to a monitor. You also might like to have a torch and some colourful objects from around the house. If you're using a smartphone connected to a TV using screencast technology, that's fine. If, like me, you're using a webcam on a laptop connected to a monitor via an HDMI cable, you're going to need a little bit of code to get your webcam working properly. And you can download that from the video description just down below. There are two versions of my code. One just has a single normal screen, and the other one is mirrored like this because you can get some interesting effects you can't get any other way. And I think they look rather marvellous. This video feedback process was named the Howlaround effect when it was perfected by Bernard Lodge and Norman Taylor in the early 60s when they created the title sequence for Doctor Who, one of my favourite TV shows, and it has a fantastic title sequence. Now set your camera and monitor up so they're pointing at each other. You want to get it just at the right height and distance so you can't actually see the room anymore, and so you can't see the edges of the screen like you can here. So I'm just going to push this back in until those disappear and we're just left with pure screen. And often it'll go blue. That's going to depend on your monitor setup. And you can test this just by holding your finger at the very edges of the screen to make sure that's not happening, and then play around and get all sorts of interesting effects. So turn down the lights and experiment. Now you can wave your hands or get a nice bright torch, shine it on the monitor, occasionally shine it into the camera, and you will get some pretty dazzling effects. Another good thing you can do is to get a torch and shine it underneath a colourful object to get an interesting effect. Just bring them in briefly in and out, and look what happens. Just leave it for a second to watch the effects fade or mutate into the feedback loop. You don't need to be putting stuff in between all the time. Sometimes it's fascinating just to watch the feedback loop evolve what you have done to it. And when nothing seems to be happening, introduce a new element. You can even bump the camera a little for some weird light distortions. Look at those shapes go. You can use screen recording software on your computer or smart device to record the results. Find some relaxing music or electronic music or trance or whatever you want to set the mood you're after. We've made a separate video of our favourite Howlaround moments. You'll find the links to that in the description of this video as well. It goes on for about a quarter of an hour because there was a lot of good stuff in there. And that's it. We hope you enjoy making these crazy Howlaround videos with torches and even just your own body. And keep watching to find out what you're going to need for the next fast school holiday video workshop.
Join us next time where we'll be making these super fun paper bangers. And all you're going to need for this one is one sheet of A4 paper.